Hey, Mandy, would you have a couple seconds to talk to me? I just heard you agreeing a lot with them. I was wondering if you wanted to talk about the other side of the thing.
What about it?
Well, are you in favor of abortion?
I'm not in favor of it, but I am in
You think it
favor
should be pro-choice or whatever?
Yeah,
okay.
completely.
Are some choices wrong?
Yeah, it depends.
Okay.
It's all about circumstances.
How can we know whether a choice is wrong? How can we know if any given choice is wrong? How can we know? How can we know whether any given choice is wrong? Is there a way, a standard?
It's all about personal values and beliefs.
Personal values. So if my personal value, just theoretically, hypothetically speaking, oh dang, wind, sorry about that.
No, I'm good.
If my personal choice were to like walk around this city and like punch people, and whenever the police came, just pretend hypothetically, just say I had the power to like be invisible from police or whatever, all right, from law enforcement. If I could go around and like knife people in the chest or whatever and kill people, that was my choice. And I even thought that it was morally obligatory. Is there a way for you to know whether that choice is right or wrong? What is the way? How do you know whether the golden rule is right? How do you know that the golden rule is right? How do you know that that's right? I admit I'm having a hard time talking to Johnny. He doesn't listen well. He doesn't listen well. How do you know the golden rule is right? How do you know? Johnny, how do you know? Well, but is there so that guy feels like it's good.
Something has to directly be wrong or right.
Okay, so
it's not, we don't live in a black and white world.
So it might be okay for him to go around like knifing people in the chest. It might be okay. No?
Okay, you're doing the classic argument of somebody that doesn't know what they're talking about. It's when they take something and put it to the complete extreme.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out your standard. I'm trying to figure out your standard.
That's not even relevant to anything.
Why not?
Because I take something to the absolute extreme.
I'm just trying to ask you like how you know stuff. You see, he doesn't listen. I already asked, like, and we're past that. He doesn't listen. We're past it.
I'm saying you can't take something in argument. That's like one of the four mechanisms of an argument that pretty much just makes it completely invalid. When you take something through the total extreme.
How do you know that's wrong?
How do I know that's wrong?
I doubt it. How do you know? Can you prove it to me that it's wrong?
What, taking something to the ultimate extreme
Yeah.
in an
Can you
argument?
prove that?
It just shows that how feeble-minded your argument really is.
How do you know?
How do I know?
Yeah. See, what I think is happening here. What I think is happening here is you're giving me your opinion as an argument. I'm asking you why I should believe it. Like, why are you saying this to me and not? Why are you saying that? Why aren't you sitting here talking about frozen yogurt then? You're talking about rules of argumentation. How do you know what they are?
How do I know what they are?
Yeah. How do you know what constitutes a valid argument?
Personal opinion.
Personal opinion. So if my opinion is different, then there's really no way to know whether there is a valid argument in existence, right?
Well, that is true.
So if there's okay, what's the extent? How do you know it?
The extent. You can't take something that,
Are you about to give me your opinion again?
That are facts.
Are you about to give me your opinion again?
No, I'm saying there are things that are facts.
Can you give me one fact that you know for sure and how you know it?
Be debating. That's your argument.
No, what I'm trying to say is, okay, if somebody's trying to take their opinion against a blatant fact,
it can be debated.
Like, what is a fact?
If I'm trying
Give
to
me a
say
fact.
that box over there is not green.
Okay.
It's obviously green.
It's obviously green?
I can have the opinion that it's not.
Okay, now, you think that you can know for sure that that box over there is green? Okay. Do your eyes ever deceive you? Are they always 100% right?
Yes.
No.
They're not. Okay, so your eyes are not always... So you could be wrong if your eyes are deceiving you, right?
Yes, I guess.
You guess. Okay. Is there anything you can be sure about? Like one thing? Could you be wrong about everything you claim to know?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
But you can't debate
So that means if I were to say, I think the speed limit over on 17th or whatever, wherever it is if I think it's 40 miles an hour, but I could be wrong, do I know that it's 40 miles an hour?
Yes, it can be debated.
Yes.
Isn't this great? I mean, I'm loving this guy. He doesn't listen. He doesn't listen.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what you're getting at.
Okay, what I'm trying to get at is when you say that everything you know. Hey, Johnny, please. When you say that everything you think you know could be wrong, you've actually given up knowledge. But you're sitting here and giving me knowledge claims. When you think that everything that you think you know could be wrong, what I'm trying to tell you is that negates any knowledge claim that you make of any kind about anything. You're telling me your opinion. You're telling me the box is green. You don't know. You could be wrong about that. Okay, so what I'm trying to tell you is that we can't know anything unless we either know everything or we have revelation from somebody who does know everything. Okay? Otherwise, if we just if we could be wrong about everything we claim to know?
You could sit there and say, how do you know that he knows everything? How do you know that you're sort
Because if he does not know everything and does not reveal it, if he doesn't know everything, then we can know nothing. We have a worldview that is totally absurd. Johnny, please, I'm trying to talk to this gentleman. You can get his time after that, okay? All right, don't make my argument for me, all right? So, what I'm trying to say is that if we don't have access to knowledge, a sure standard of knowledge.
Yeah.
There you go again, Johnny. If we can't have access to a sure standard of knowledge, then we can't, in fact, know anything. So you say, if he doesn't know anything, well, everything.
But okay, regardless, does that make it okay for you to be out here time like that?
Well, I mean, this was pretty decent.
Regardless,
An ad campaign would be better.
God knows everything.
Well, I know.